You're watching CTV.
Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this press briefing. It is a great pleasure to have this press briefing few days to the general election in Nigeria, and I'm happy to share some thoughts on how the general election will go. It gladdens my heart to address you today as the commencement of the 2023 general election approaches across Nigeria. In every democracy, election is an important part of a political system. It permits the people to choose freely their political leaders. It also ensures that there is a clear, smooth, and peaceful transition of power. Nevertheless, during election, there are underlying tensions and rivalries that may cause strife. Electoral violence has often manifested into physical attacks, leading to the destruction of lives and property. On the other hand, with the increase in access to social media, psychological or emotional violence is becoming more important during elections in Nigeria due to cyberbullying and spread of fake news as political party members try to outwit one another. It is against this background that I am calling for a peaceful conduct of the 2023 general elections in Kano State as well as in Nigeria. Peace is essential for Kano State and our dear country Nigeria, as it provides hope for a better future, particularly for the youth of our society, who are the true ambassadors of the future. History has taught us that those elections that are fueled by violence do not achieve the desired democratic outcomes. As such, we must embrace peace in the national and state elections that will come up on the 25th of February and 11th March 2023, respectively. As a church, we believe that peacemakers receive a testimony born of the Holy Spirit as they enjoy the peace that surpasses all understanding, belief from inner tensions, relief from inner tensions, joy and happiness, contentment, growth, and development. In the conduct of the elections, we employ eligible voters to endeavor to go to the polling stations as early as possible. This will prevent long queues and overcrowding of polling units, provide room for early counting of votes, which will lead to transparency and credibility. We appeal to voters to comply with all laws and regulations governing the electoral process, beginning from the accreditation process, using the newly introduced bimodal voters accreditation system, BVAS, to counting and announcement of results to ensure peace and orderliness. At the polling units, voters are expected to wait for their turn in the queue, obey the directives of the electoral officials, cast their vote secretly and peacefully, avoid unnecessary clustering, which may cause disorder as well as direct complaints to the right personnel, or machinery put in place rather than resort to disputes among themselves. Voters should try to tolerate one another and opinions of others, despite their differences in political affiliations. Respect views of others is an important way to maintain peace during the electoral process. Politicians, by this means, urge to accept the result of a free, fair, and credible elections that will be conducted for presidency, Senate, House of Representatives, governorship, and state assemblies. The acceptance of results will enable installation of a legitimate government, promote stability and peaceful coexistence, which will at the end bring about political and socio-economic developments as well as growth in the country. I would like to thank you very much for your coming here and for your attention, and I pray God to help you in your work during this period of election. Just before we finish, I would like to indicate also that Christians all over the world from tomorrow will begin the period of Lent, the period of the Lenten season. And it is appropriate that it is started this way so that we use this period to pray for peace before, during, and after the elections. And also in this period, we try to renew our inner selves, thereby creating within ourselves the possibility of sharing the peace that we have with one another, and also the peace that we will need in order to develop the country. So I wish all Nigerians a happy Lenten season, as well as a happy season of general elections in the country. Thank you.
You are watching CTV.